Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. On this video, we will be discussing on the message which Prophet Joshua sent to Peter Obi, the Labour Party candidate. But first, if this is your first time of watching our video, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get new video whenever we drop new videos. Now let's go back to our discussion. Prophet Joshua is a popular pastor, a major prophet in Nigeria, and a gospel televangelist. He is the founder and general overseer of Champions Royal Assembly Ministry located at Abuja, Nigeria. He is also the CEO of Champions TV Plus, which he used to spread the gospel. Peter Obi, on the other hand, is a Nigeria politician who served as the former state governor in February 9, 2007 to March 17, 2014 of Anambra State, Nigeria. He is the Nigeria candidate who ran for presidential election through the Labour Party Group 2023-2024 and lose to President Bola Tinubu. Peter Obi was seen in a live broadcast in a popular social media platform known as the Honest Podcast, where he was interviewed on how to build a better Nigeria, which he said that the problem of Nigeria is the church and politicians, that if Nigeria must grow, they should first destroy churches in Nigeria. On seeing and hearing that from him, Prophet Joshua has sent a message to him that he is not a pastor, he should stop putting mouth in pastors' matter, that they are spiritual matters and not a politician matter. Now you watch the video.
Nigeria is not producing anything. The only thing that makes, that's why the only thing that is attractive here is politics and church. You need to dismantle it. People need to be productive.
How can we dismantle? You say we need to the only thing that is attractive is politics and church. How do we dismantle politics and church? Because it's like two of them are horse and carriage, they go together.
Well, it's very simple. If you stop people from stealing public money and use public money for public good, you make politics unattractive. It shouldn't be. What we're doing here is state capture, is a criminalized entity. So you have stolen the country or the state, so you steal everything that is there. That must stop. The church must teach morals. Church must work. And we're going to turn night vigil into night shift. So people can be productive. We're not saying you shouldn't go to church. I go to church, I believe in God.
Yes.
But we cannot have people Monday to Friday be in church morning and night. No, because they don't run the church like Catholic Church. They don't run it on helmet full of grace. They collect money, and that money has to be a function of productivity. So they need to work on it. So these are things we need to work on. So people have to touch the right thing, remain prayerful, remain everything, but you must go to church, must go to work. Because it is the work that helps the society. Society must
not
be productive.
prayer.
No. Prayer is after work. God can only bless hard work. He cannot bless you for sleeping. So if you like, forget about what anybody tells you. Forget anybody who tells you. Anybody who tells you that you got alert from praying should be arrested. You have stolen somebody's money. Simple.
But what of the prayer in the church that they say a prayer for Nigeria? Raise your phone, miracle alert will enter your phone.
It cannot. It's stealing. You cannot. There's no miracle. You cannot get money by miracle. I can tell you that. I'm born into church. My brother is a reverend father. He has never prayed and money came into his...
What about grace? Some people have grace.
No. That's what I'm saying. The grace is after hard work. God can bless hard work. God can bless productivity. God can bless an industry. God cannot bless somebody who is sleeping. It has never happened anywhere in the world. In fact, in the Bible, they say there's no food for those who didn't work. They should not be fed. So it's very clear. Jesus worked miracles by going around and blessing productivity. There's never any place where Jesus did anything and somebody had the money or prosperity. Prosperity came to those who worked. That's it.
But they say if you pay tithes,
Things will be tight.
doors of heaven will open unto you.
After you've worked, that tithe is given to God, to humanity. So if you go to hospital, it's tithe. If you help poor people, it's tithe. If you give it to church, it's tithe. But that tithe must be a product, must come from productivity for God to continue to bless whatever you do to do it. But if you just stay and come and borrow money from me and go and pay tithe, it will never double unless you are.
Money double on you see.
So
You soup.
Because even in Igbo say akaja ne with no mano. Don't ask your question before husband.
What does that mean, by the way?
Akaja ne with no mano.
Dirty hands.
Dirty hand brings about food. But basically, na hand where they walk, na if you chop. If you not chop, walk.
Now let's hear what Prophet Joshua have to say.
I believe in work so much. Follow me. I believe in work. I preach about dignity of labor. And I also believe that let him that do not work, let him not eat. That's the truth. We are in the days where most pastors sometimes can hold multiple service to the detriment of the economic value of the members. Just because I'm a pastor does not make everybody a pastor. And that does not mean I should hold service from Monday to Sunday and make everybody who is supposed to go to work not to go to work. I advocate for that. I teach about it. And I advise pastors to make sure that they draw a timetable that is healthy and not raise lazy type of members. That's true. But I also believe that God is a God of the supernatural. If you are not a pastor, there are certain things you should not advise a pastor about, because there are certain things that had to do with the church that remains with the church. I saw over the internet where a certain presidential aspirant in this country was talking about the church, talking about work, talking about miracle money and the rest. I think I will advise this politician, stay in your politics, leave pastor to undo their mess. You're a politician. Just face your politics. This is spiritual matter. Let those who are called spiritual do that. Because you will still come to the church to look for vote. So don't spoil your political chances for making the church misconstrue or misunderstand you. I understand that the message you are trying to pass, it is in the place of work. Allow the church to undo their own. And again, I want to quickly add that God does wonders. God can do miracles financially, can do any type of wonder. I don't have grace to pray for miracle money, so I don't pray. But that does not mean God does not do wonders in areas. There are certain spiritual things you cannot understand. If you don't understand it, leave it for the people in that field. Because if not, you are going to create problem. And I think it is politically advisable when you have not entered into a position and you are looking for a re-election, that you leave your constituency that can vote for you and not attack them. It is sensible so that you don't suffer paralysis of vote in the area of your constituency. Thank you.
Now you have watched the video, what do you think? Drop your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Click the next video to watch what Prophet Joshua said about Pastor Jerry S.